Okay, in this video, we're going to focus primarily on the holiday lights or the string lights, which may be my second favorite feature of LB lights. However, I want you to notice I added a few more lights, some down lights here, some marker lights, some well lights into the project that we've been working on. Want you to see how that looks like when the icons are hidden. Want you to see how it looks when we turn off night mode. So again, we can see it fairly realistic in the architecture. Plantings get a little bit harder, but architecture looks pretty darn good, pretty darn realistic when we do this and have the right light in our photographs. So let's talk holiday. I'll go back into night mode. Now we've got all of these different options here. So let me show you just what the novelty looks like so you can kind of get a feel for this. So if I want to, I can flip these, make them go up or down. I can change the size of them. Usually like smaller, we'll go somewhere along the smaller size. I can change color and I can have multiple colors. Let's just do red and green. Let's get rid of the other colors. And then my favorite part here, and this really comes into play if we're going to be talking bistro lighting, because this is what we're going to use bistro lighting for. I can swing it around, which looks super cool how that was designed. Okay, so we've also got, I really like the icicles. The icicles look great. Again, I'm usually going to flip those, change my colors. Let's just do white and blue for icicles. Just to give you a sense of how this works. Okay, now let's say I wanted to show off bistro, and I don't have a good setting to show bistro here necessarily, but what I'd probably do is grab the globe light, and let's just say that I had another tree over here, and I was going to swing it from tree to tree. So my bistros typically are yellow. So we're just going to make those yellow. Now I can show hanging if I want to show multiple hanging points. Okay, I only have this one drip. If I want to show multiple points, I'm going to delete this. I'll go back to my globe. I'm going to click, then I'm going to click, then I'm going to click, then I'm going to click. Now I can do multiple sections like this, or I can hang in different scenarios. Okay, you want to play around with that, get good at it, but I can make my bistro lights look pretty darn realistic with this feature, which I think is really, really cool. So now that we've talked about the string, let's talk about the decor. All right, we've got, I don't know, a dozen or so different options here as of now. So this is cool. There's a couple of cool features in here, and these are really high res, but I like the opacity feature. So I can kind of show that this is sort of inside the house by dropping the opacity. That's one cool thing about our holiday decor. Another cool thing is we have these X and Y axes. So we can actually make them look like they are on a side wall, which is pretty darn cute, cool. And that's something else you'll want to play with a little bit is the skews, the skew X and skew Y. So now it looks like it's on that side wall, okay? It's not face on. Then, you know, I love our reindeer. We can change the size of our reindeer. We can clone, we can reflect, so we can flip. Santa looks pretty awesome. I'm gonna blow Santa up. He looks pretty great, sitting up here in front. This gold tree, again, just really high res, which the developers have done a really great job with. So I think that this can help you guys sell a lot of different jobs with the decor function and the holiday function. Audio is right along those same lines. So audio, if I add this in, let's just say I wanted to show a Lumion vibe over here. Lumion vibes are typically brown, but I've got some different colors to change the other speakers to. I can clone that. Obviously, we can change the size. So we've got a bunch of different speaker and sub options here. The tower looks really cool. Actually, Lumion is building a tower as we speak, but this is something that can really help sell our projects. So I'll end the video now. If you have questions on any of the audio, the decor, the holiday, just let us know.